It's a mere fact that electronics tend to distract us from the non-virtual world, as we often find ourselves on fantastic adventures into cyberspace. I remember my dog once, looking for attention, sat in front of our TV just because that was the point of focus. Like my dog, there are entities that used to get much more attention before the cyber revolution. Now these entities must evolve and find new mediums in which to contact us. I'm pretty new at this whole creepypasta thing, but have always known that the virtual world reflects our own, and because there are dark corners of the real world, there are dark realms in the cyber world as well. I initially brushed off the idea of evil traveling through the cyber waves. There were always explanations, creepy fetishes, cynical absurdists looking for a good prank for the superstitious, just plain weirdos lost in their own fantasies, you know, shit like that. I'm not gonna say that I met evil online, but rather, I met something. It could be a prankster. Hell, it could be an alien, I don't know. Or it really could be evil. I was fascinated by the stories of bizarre events surrounding creepypasta, and instead of finishing, or even starting, my sociology paper, I spent a whole Sunday afternoon sifting through the articles and pictures that, frankly, left me shitless many a time. I even came across a video here and there. Then I came to a video. Sadly, I didn't even notice the name. It was a webcam-like video, and the reason I didn't notice the title is because of who was in the webcam. This hideous creature was manning the camera. It wasn't pale, but white, like powder, just completely devoid of color. It had two sunken eyes and an elongated nose that, rather than protruding from its face, sank when it came to its lipless mouth. The creature had greasy black hair and made movements not like a human. Without moving its mouth, it let out a laugh. Its eyes bulged, and by far, it had been the creepiest thing I had seen that day. I quickly clicked on the next link I could find. I didn't care. The screen went white. Well, at least the browser did, as if it were loading the link. But it was then redirected just right back to that creature's webcam. Its laughter became much higher pitched and louder. I clicked the Wikipedia link next, but again it redirected back to that damned webcam. I finally quit the browser and it was, for the time, over. My heart raced but began to calm as I caught my breath. What the hell was that? I continued on with my life, but every once in a while, that creature slipped back into my mind. I went back into my room, stared at my laptop, and gulped. I proceeded to open the browser and, honestly, got distracted and went on Facebook. Nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, wait, except for half my friends had this creature as their profile pic. My girlfriend included. I called her, and she checked on her profile, but nothing was awry. I tried to rationalize this. I doubted it was a demon. What would they do with a webcam? Don't they have some other creepy shit to do? I doubt it was an alien, but damn, that is really good makeup, and come on, who the hell does that much work? I knew what I had to do. I found that webcam and I just stared at the creature and, well, it stared back. Its eyes were deep, black, just full of malice. Excuse me? I said calmly. It made a short gasp and moved backwards ever so slightly. Its eyes widened a bit, then it revealed a long, black tongue. Can you leave me alone please? I asked politely. It turned its head to the side and squinted. Well? I asked as I nervously gulped. The creature then took a deep breath and let out the most terrifying scream imaginable. No, scratch that. One cannot imagine how horrifying it was. It snarled, revealing crooked, sharp, and differing-sized teeth as it screamed. I jumped in my seat and turned the volume off, and yet the scream just got louder. I was afraid my neighbors would notice, so I decided to scream back. Shut up! There was silence. Okay, thank you. Now, if there's something you want, please tell me. The creature was silent. If you have nothing more to say, I had to think my next words wisely. Please leave me alone. You're quite terrifying. I am terrified. I'm not interested in being cursed, and quite frankly, I love my life. Yes, it is difficult at times, but all in all, it's pretty awesome. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could go somewhere else now. If I need to be terrified, I know where to find you. The creature's eyes widened, and it approached the camera as if it were about to walk right through my screen. But the screen went black, and it was over. I no longer felt afraid, and time went on. Weeks later, after the fear had subsided, I thought I'd look for that creature once more, with a clearer mind. Try to figure out who the culprit was. I couldn't find it, however, and that was the end of it, I suppose. I guess it was a normal haunt that did just what my dog had done a few years earlier, and just found attention. If you would like to see what kind of shenanigans I get up to when I'm not on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.